Alaska, the last frontier. Located on the northwest extremity of North America, Alaska shares a maritime border with Russia. It borders the Canadian territory of Yukon and the province of British Columbia to the east. Alaska is the largest U.S. state by area, comprising more total area than the following three largest states of Texas, California, and Montana combined. Indigenous people have lived in Alaska for thousands of years, and it is believed the region served as the entry point for the initial settlement of North America. This was accomplished by the indigenous people crossing over a land bridge spanning the Bering Strait. The Russian Empire was the first to actively colonize the area beginning in the 18th century, eventually establishing Russian America. Alaska is an amazing place, filled with glaciers, forests, wildlife, lakes, mountains, and an abundance of natural resources, including commercial fishing and the extraction of natural gas and oil. Join Ginger and I as we explore this beautiful American icon. Our 49th state, the last frontier. I met Sergeant First Class Tab Gray back in the early 1990s. After graduating from the Drill Sergeant Academy, I was assigned to a unit in Gary, New York. We spent 10 years working together as drill sergeants with the 98th Training Division, training young men and women to become soldiers. In 2002, I decided to make a major shift in careers. I went active duty at the age of 42. I continued training soldiers in a multitude of units until I reached the age of 60. Tab took Gary and I for a trail ride. Tab and Gary rode the side-by-side as I followed behind on the ATV. We drove straight down the driveway and into the thick brush across the street. The trail was a little on the rough side, but doable. He took us to an opening in the brush. This led to an expansive meadow filled with a meandering stream and lots of wild flowers. The meadow was surrounded by the Moose Range. This was the headwaters of Wasilla Creek. Tab explained that the area was used for fishing and hunting moose and caribou. Surprisingly, the creek contained two beautiful swans enjoying the great weather. Alaska is abundant with glacier-fed rivers, streams, and lakes. Sometimes we take for granted the simple beauty of a roaring mountain river as it finds its way to its final destination. after spending great times reconnecting with Tab and Deb and their family. Gary, Debbie, Ginger and I headed towards Hatcher Pass. Hatcher Pass of the Talkeetna Mountains. It is named after Robert Hatcher, a prospector and miner. From the west, the pass is reached from the park's highway by a road winding approximately 40 miles up the valley of Willow Creek. The pass divides the alpine headwaters of Willow Creek on the west from Fishhook Creek. To the east, the road drops into and trails the Little Susitna River Canyon downstream. The Dena'ina Indians hunted for caribou, sheep, and moose in the western Talkeetna Mountains until the 1930s. Human development in the area, including the road over the pass, was part of the expansion of Alaska during its mining heyday. The Independence Gold Mine, located approximately 70 miles north of Anchorage. The mine has produced in excess of 10,312 pounds of gold. The Independence Mine is the site of a former gold mining operation in the Talkeetna Mountains, across Hatcher Pass from Palmer, Alaska. The area's mining history dates to at least 1897, when active claims were reported in the vicinity of Fishhook Creek. These early mining efforts were eventually joined to form the Wasilla Mining Company, which worked the mines from 1934 to 1943, and again from 1948 to 1950. The company and the miners that preceded it built a substantial mining camp, with as many as 16 wood frame buildings. When the company ended operations in 1950, it had expected to eventually resume operations, but never did. This resulted in a particularly well-preserved collection of mining equipment and buildings, although the weather has since taken a significant toll on the site. The mine resumed underground operations in 1979 via Starkey Wilson and Chuck Hawley's Coronado Mining Inc. The mine and mill facility were dedicated in August 1982. In November 1982, Coronado suspended operations for an undisclosed period, citing problems with recovery in the mill as the reason for closure. Today, it is the Independence Mine Historical State Park, giving visitors a glimpse into much of the history of the Talkeetna Mountains. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost anything and helps us to continue to explore and bring those adventures to you. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you.